I won.
He's like, I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
I won at the con. I showed you guys. I wanted to keep going back, but I never did. Thank you.
I mean, that booth is always...
Yeah, I got lucky because my first meeting with Gamey was so early that I walked right there, and because they were closer to the back this year, there wasn't as many people.
Hello, chat, and welcome to another weekly board game vlog video. It's not even really the vlog video. The vlog video is not really a board game weekly video, but it's a weekly vlog. But this week is a board game video. But this week we are playing the game called Fire Tower. Yes, Fire Tower. You see it on the screen right there. What this game is a competitive game. It's up to 4 players, where in the middle you can see that there's a fire and there's a forest fire spreading. Each player has taken control of one of the 4 corners of the fire towers, and you take turns placing fire tokens in the direction that the wind is facing. So currently, right now, with the game, the wind is facing south. I am playing the green space closest to the camera, so I have to defend the green space. No, correction. I'm playing the red space that is at the bottom left corner of the screen. And so I have to defend and keep from the fire from coming into my area and getting destroyed. This game is really fun. It's really quick. It takes about an hour, no more than that. And what you heard me talking about at the beginning, I have a card right in front of me. It says Champion of the Con. I first played this at PAX this year in 2024. Now, I have gone to PAX every year since it started. PAX Unplugged, that is, PAX U, in Philly. I've gone every year since it started, and Firewatch, or Fire Tower, has been there for 4 years? 5 years? I don't know. But every time I see it, I walk past it, it's a nice booth with all kinds of flair and pretty colors and everything else that, like, it looks awesome. And I've always wanted to play it, but I was never able to play it because it gets so incredibly busy there. So finally this year, as I said in the beginning, I had a really early meeting with Gamey, and then I was able to stop by, and I ended up playing, and I won my match and they gave away Champion of the Con. So anytime you go back, you play the Champion of the Con card. In the game box itself, it actually gets a Champion of the Woods card, so that every time you play, you can use that card for whoever had won last time. So the Champion of the Con gives you 1 additional card in your hand. Champion of the Woods gives you additional fire break placements, which are the purple colors. If you have a purple token in front around your base, of fire can't get laid there. So that's really it. But this game is incredibly fun, and I'm just gonna walk you through the little bits of fun that we had, or the little bits of action that we had when playing this game. As you can see, it all started going south, and it started pretty good for me because it was facing away from my fire, but immediately they moved it towards my fire, and this is kind of where it goes poorly. We could not get it out of going towards me, and kind of everyone just started gunning towards me. And you'll see that in a second. You'll see it. It's an incredibly fun game, and I enjoy it. I hope to maybe one day do like a longer format video of this game. Maybe figure out a way to do it on live stream. But for now, we're gonna do this like a vlog, like we normally do. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and let's just get into more of Fire Tower. I keep wanting to call it Firewatch, but that's a video game.
Right, and then I'm going to use Explosion.
Ooh.
So I'm going to replace this one with one of those.
And then everything around it.
Yeah.
Lights.
So like I said, things get pretty devastating for me very quickly. We're maybe 1 or 2 rounds into the game, and I'm already being straight up attacked, and we've got the fire pretty much right next to my tower with that explosion. The explosion card is one of the hardest cards to counteract, because what it does is it places a fire break in the middle and then sets fire all around it. The best card to deal with that, there's a card, I don't remember what it is, but it lets you pick a fire in the middle and get rid of all the fires around it. However, because the fire break is where it is, I can't use that card there because it needs to focus on a fire. So I kind of get screwed pretty quickly, and just it becomes a game of defense for me very early on.
Roll the wind die and add fire gems in the direction shown, orthogonally adjacent to all existing gems.
So what that is we're maybe another round or two since I last cut, and that is a devastating card. It's called the Firestorm, where it basically causes everyone to relinquish all the cards they have. As you can see, I was able to do a little bit of work to deal with my explosion, but because of this card, none of it really helped. And so we end up having to roll the die, place fire in the direction of the wind that the die landed, and then we all have to put away our cards or discard our cards and draw more, I believe, or something like that. And then they roll the direction again. So it starts quickly, this game, and it goes very quick. The funny thing is, Matt, who's playing to defend the top left tower, he ends up actually drawing the Firestorm again immediately after we just did it. But we're like, no, we just did the Firestorm. Let's not do that, because he didn't have enough cards. We didn't have enough cards because you shuffle the Firestorm back in and then you have to draw again. And it's like, we just did it. Let's shuffle that back in a second after we draw or whatever. But yeah, so we end up getting hit with a big old Firestorm, and it gets pretty devastating.
Is that here or here?
It's
here.
It's
Right
so
there.
it's there, or here and here,
All right.
or on the main fire.
And then I'm gonna play Explosion again.
Yep.
And I'm going to do that one. Can you put a?
Why do you guys hate me so much?
I'm not doing this. This is my husband bullying you.
I should be used to it.
I have to come for somebody, and it was already going in that direction.
We even come for me the whole game.
You could have placed stuff north, man.
I'm gonna
You
do
could've just
this
done
because
north.
it's a little too crazy.
Yeah, but we're supposed to take each other out.
Yeah, you could be taking Matt out.
Yeah. Well, I say, like, I'm sitting pretty.
Remember,
I had 4 water cards.
He is next.
I had 4 water cards. I'm like, this is a trash hand. I just
your turn.
I drew the. Hold on, I'm gonna give across the card in a second.
I
I drew the
redirected.
Firestorm card again. I was like, rather than do this again, let me shuffle this back in.
So there you have it. The second explosion played in the game is yet again played right on me. Oh boy. I have a lot to deal with, and as you can see right there in front of my tower, right by my fat fingers, their fire is right off my tower base. So there is a 3x3 cube, which is your tower. You can play cards outside of that tower that are like water cards to deal with the fire outside of it. But once it reaches in your tower, there's only one card you can play to get it out of your tower, and that's your bucket of water. You can see one of them on the top right corner of the screen. But yeah, you can't use any cards from your hand, with the exception of the bucket of water, when it gets into your tower. So you have to keep it from getting into your tower. And now I have 2 fire breaks from 2 explosions back to back pretty much right next to me. It gets really tough for me very quickly.
I thought you just stole one of hers. I'm just like, damn.
I could
have.
I could have.
It does say that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
have.
I've gotten a card before and I've just left it alone. But
Yeah.
it's
So it's reforce or deforce, which means you don't steal it, you just remove it.
As you can see, we haven't even gone a full round, but look at Erica's defenses that she's got. She's protecting the green tower, and she's doing really good for herself. She's got a good defense and a good barrier, but they set the wind to go back west again, and they're just gonna continue to push towards me.
Where's the Matt hate over here? Come on.
Don't worry, you're next.
Great.
Or you could be nice and just
But
there,
why?
But
or put it here.
if you
But
beat
Richie-
Richie, you get that card from him.
Yeah, I get more cards next game.
She doesn't. No, the winner gets this card.
Yeah, because she's gonna win.
Yeah, odds are she will win.
Is that foreshadowing? Does she win? We'll have to find out.
See, you're nice to him, and then what does he do?
Look at my fire.
Look at my fire. Isn't it beautiful? It's so big and raging.
So I'm gonna again do fire engine. Get rid of these three.
Woo.
You really need to start putting some fire blockers up, bro.
I need to get rid of some of this fire before I put the fire blockers up. I have the perfect cards, but they don't work.
If you have the perfect cards, but they don't work, how are they the perfect cards? As I was saying, I have a card that gets rid of like 8 around one spot, but I just can't use it in the situation that I'm in.
And then explosion.
Yeah, buddy.
Can you put a purple right there?
You know, the explosion can go anywhere. Not just on the one you placed.
This is a competitive game.
I know, and you're focusing on me. There's your wife, who you could be going against too.
Look at that! Look at that card, so coveted from the convention.
It's not helping me.
For so long.
You only get to play one card a turn.
Look at your fire, isn't it beautiful?
We're gonna move the fire east.
All right.
My turn. Just look at this dick.
As much as I do love this game, and I think it's a really cool game, it's really easy to pick up. I was getting a little heated because look at around me. Like look at all that fire around me, and there's really not much I can do. I can clear it out, but they just keep adding more and more onto it. And there was a little rant I took out where I was saying that like you could start going after other people, and he's like, yeah, but it's a competitive game. Like, I know, but I'm gonna be out in like 4 rounds. I'm gonna be out more than halfway through the game. I mean, less than halfway through the game. I'm gonna be out. It's just so early.
It's place a fire gem north of another fire gem, which is what I did.
See, he's going for you too.
Look,
I don't think it was.
you've exploded 3. All these are you.
You're just like I haven't gotten one.
I have an explosion.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's your turn.
I have an explosion.
Aw.
There's just no use for it right now because I have to defend myself.
I think I'm going to do smoke jumper. So
You
this
pick the fire in the
that
middle.
one's
and-
going to stay.
Yep.
And then all of these, are going to go.
Now, I've had so many of those fire jumper cards. That's the card that I needed this whole time to clear the fires around me, but you need a fire in the middle, and I don't have a middle fire that will effectively clear enough space, really. Because it would still leave that fire in the middle, so what I would need is wherever the fire breaks are that are around my base, I need those to be cleared off so that I need those to be on fire, basically, so that I can use the fire jumper to clear everything around that fire and then maybe try to find a way to move that fire. But again, everyone comes towards me, so I have really no option of anything to do, because by the time I get my next turn, we'll have most likely had another explosion. So I get really screwed over. I have no idea what to do. My brain is just racking the whole time. Like, how do I get out of this situation? And I have no out. I have no out.
Dozer line.
Rising, no one.
She has gotten all of the fire break cards.
Yeah.
It is near
I got
impossible.
one.
I got 2.
I have one.
I mean, it's right there. Going north, baby.
That. And then we'll go flare.
Pleasure campaign.
Oh no.
So
Action cards.
So what is if the flame reaches the top of the tower,
Yeah,
or
the
just
red
any
square.
part of it?
if it reaches
What is
this
this
red square in
Okay.
the corner.
And there you have it, guys. I'm out. Look at this board. Look at it. Look at, like, honestly, how targeted I was. This is unfair. Get in the comments, write to your senators. This is messed up that they went after me this way. It's so rude and it's so mean. And yeah, I mean it's a game. It's a competitive game. It's what happens. You can't really get too mad at it. You can be heated and bitter during the game, but at the end of it, it was fun. Even if I only played for 20 minutes out of an hour long session, it was still fun. So Cobb gets to go through my cards, take cards, and then like a mini firestorm happens. So I roll the die and adjust like the direction that the wind goes, and we place fire tokens all along that point. And then the gameplay continues again. So I rolled to go north, and we continue to play from there.
Kind of what
The thing is, there isn't one path to her fire tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one single path to her fire tower.
For now.
For now, unless you do a deforest reforest.
Yeah.
You can go south of right next to Cobb's Tower. You can go south
You
right
go
next to
south
Cobb's
right over
Tower.
here, all the western
You can
edge
go
of the
south
forest.
right next to Cobb's Tower.
Look at that.
What,
Like,
right here?
Right here.
Oh,
Right there.
I don't know. I'm good.
Yeah, look at this.
That's part of the
So
game is to
beautiful over
win.
here.
Yeah, I
So
know,
beautiful.
and I have a plan.
West, which is remove a fire break or change wind direction. What am I gonna do?
You could have changed the wind direction.
I did.
I'm sorry, I meant removed a fire break.
Right.
There's a fire right next to your tower. There's no need to. That's a waste of a turn. When I could just help them get you out now.
Unfortunately, I can't find an image of what the rules are for when a player is out. But basically, they roll the die, and based on the direction the die is stating, they do an action. So the die I just rolled let me change the direction of the winds. Like I may sound bitter. I may sound bitter, and it's fine. But I have a relationship with playing board games with people who are passive in aggressive games, and rewatching this makes me a little bit more bitter because with what I had just done, we could have gotten Cobb, who's in north, who's in the top right corner in the blue tower. We could have gotten him out that round because I changed everything to east, directing winds. If Erica, instead of having placed her fire just in the middle of the board, had placed her explosive her 4 points of fire onto, say, Cobb's tower, then me making it face east, Matt could have taken Cobb out, and then the game would have completely changed. So it's just it's a little bit of a philosophy of mine of when you're playing a competitive game, to play competitive, don't play passive, because you kind of do like mess things up a little bit for other players if you're just gonna be a little passive. Now, I'm not saying I'm angry at Erica, I'm not saying I'm angry at anybody, but it's my philosophy and it's my feeling of like, if you can be aggressive when you're playing these types of games. Don't hold back. And we'll see how her strategy works, but it's just like that's a little bit of me and little tick from me. I'm just like, come on.
We're going west. There's suddenly an opening.
I'm going to.
For now, she probably has like 6 other.
She might have loaded up with it. Purple's such a pretty color.
And it's going west still.
There you go.
That's a
It's
west.
a beautiful place for it to be.
Hey, I'm going there too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just saying.
How does that work? What are you talking
It's
about?
west.
What?
It's wind of
Are you
all
sure?
west. There's a west
You're
spot right.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's west.
That's
That
west.
doesn't look west to me.
That is west. The wind is going west.
Look, far west is way better than near west. I'm just saying.
So probably around 2 or 3 rounds have passed since the last major cut, and as you can see, Cobb at this point, over at the top blue, he's been able to clear up his fire in his area. Erica down at the bottom green, she's still like in a good spot, even though there's a lot of fire near her. She's in a good spot. She can protect herself with all the fire breaks. And then Matt up in the north is honestly in probably one of the better positions, but still in a rough position because he has not a lot of fire around him, and he's got a good fire break in front of his tower. So there's a lot of like it's just kind of a lot of just strategic, methodical play as they're trying to figure out how to get through whoever to get through next. And right now, the wind is blowing east, which is towards me and Erica, the bottom part of the screen. So that's like what everyone's working off of on their first part of their turn.
So like I can put it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want it near me.
She wants this fire. She wants this whole forest to burn down. that's what's going on here. Got a little firebug happening.
I think at this point the only way to get to you is either the
You
deforest or an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to explode this one, it would get that.
Yeah. And then you could build
Or-
on it from there.
I mean, you would more so probably. Oh no, because it was still.
Which is what I'm gonna do because I think it's funny. Because I think it's funny. So we're gonna see how this goes because this does bypass the rule.
Oh.
So that is legal because of the rules of explosion.
And then it goes there, and then there, and those three.
Right? It was this one right here.
Yeah, it was that one. So there, and there.
Erica is smoking at the top.
Her wall has been breached. Look at that wall that she had set up in front of her. It has been breached, and there is a fire right next to her tower. Now, like I said, there are ways to get rid of that fire, but they're not. She can't use the bucket quite yet because that's not on her tower. That's just on the outside of her tower. But there are still ways that she can defend herself and stop from being burnt down. We'll see if she actually gets it or not.
My turn. East. Just roll 3 times, Matt. If I get north twice, you're done.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
East, which is
This
that
way.
Uh-huh.
West,
Okay.
and west.
Well, there we go.
So east, we're gonna go here. West, we're gonna go here.
Mm-hmm.
And west, we're gonna go
Yeah. It's like no.
Yeah.
here.
Whatever.
So some developments have happened. Erica is still defending with her 1 fire down below, but everyone has started to become aggressive up into the north towards Matt. But he was able to just use his bucket. However, there's not much he can do at the moment to deal with the fire around it. I think that's not what he should have done. We might have to double check the rules on that. I think he might have cheated because I'm pretty sure he used his bucket and then he used a card, and I think you're supposed to. I think using the bucket is your turn. I'd have to double check the rules. I don't remember. Maybe he cheated. Maybe.
Just makes it
East
harder to
again.
get the fire in there.
So, north, south, and east. So north,
I'm gonna say I feel you should do it in order. So north, then
south.
south. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. The fire tower's right there. Come on, man.
I can't get to it. Oh, you're talking.
Yeah, come on, that fire tower. The fire tower wide open. Just waiting to burn.
What
Waiting
was
to
it? North,
burn.
south, and
South,
east.
then east.
Yeah. So I mean, this is definitely going to be my east. Sorry, Eric.
Yes, what's up? That's what's up.
My fire doesn't think. My
That's
fire
what's
just
up.
fires.
Fire just burns. That's right. All right, so we go north. Ka-chow. Flare up. Ka-chow. Actually,
Okay.
So Eric is out.
Erica,
Wow.
give me your cards, please.
Alright, so what happened there? A couple rounds had passed. We were able to get our fire close to Matt and on the top left of the screen. Cobb has basically been defended constantly, but as you saw, I rolled an east, which lets me roll 3 times, and I placed a fire in the 3 directions that I rolled, one of them being onto Erica's fire tower, which then caused Matt to be able to do a flare-up and take Erica out. So now we're doing the partial firestorm to set her up, to set everything up, so that now the last 2 players can take their final turns. When 2 players on the same side of the board are out, that direction is no longer valid. So if it comes into play, you have to roll it again or something like that. I don't remember the real rules for it, the entire rules for it, but it's just if that direction is out of play, you can't go in that direction. So if you're ever playing a two-player game, you want to be diagonally across from each other and not on the same direction, because then that cuts out half the board.
And I want to.
I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then roll the die again.
And this will determine the new directions. Correct.
Yes. Was it east?
Hey, look at that.
So it's coming this way now.
Yep.
I'm
It's
toast.
east. It's been east 3 times in a row because this is the fiery rage of Erica.
So
It's fine.
east
Really? Like that one? Not like the one right next to it, but I mean, you, man.
and flare up.
There you go. Hey!
You're like prolonging this. I was like really just like.
And then Matt.
You want to go off the board. That's really funny.
And then Matt Burns.
That burns.
There you guys have it. That's our playthrough of Firewatch. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more board game content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you get updates when I go live and post videos. Be sure to check me out on Twitch and YouTube live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And check out the other Let's Plays and videos I make. Thank you guys so much. Be careful. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Always hug your loved ones. And of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. See you all in the next one.